pastor bone. Got a Christian that's vaccinated, that's sedated, but we out here giving the antidote. Got a cure for your deadly disease and STDs. Have a dose. We was built for the battle. Just pass me the scalpel and we can go under the microscope. Our approach is full of finesse. By the science, he under duress. Heart is beating, just look at his chest. Cardiac, he under arrest. My people, they needing that medicine. They sleeping, they needing the sedatives. Seize a bowl to ease the pain. I need some more hope. Just a coat, we'll do it like this. Armbands on the wrist, cut the sin like a sis. And my God in the midst, put the scripts in the mix. Twofold like a Twix, it's switch to the lips. But it's bitter to the belly, all in and it's heavy. Clean cuts, no machete. Cure, come and get ready. Hold on. Oh, wow, Jerusalem, trying down. Only way to say the colonized mind. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Oh my God, make my Bible come alive. So my people start to finally realize that it's time for the cure. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Worldwide, prophets turning upside down, going live. Babylon is on fire, cause it's time for the cure.
All praise. Shalom, shalom, everybody. Most High Christ bless. And welcome to the so-and-so episode of Cure the Culture. All praises. I don't even know what episode it is. I know we've been getting it in, though. That's all praise to the mighty men that have sat in this seat, and all these seats, man, all around the world that's putting out these radio shows, that's getting the word of the Most High out there, man. All praise, mighty men. Keep up the work. Keep up the great job. So, hey, I'm Officer Baruch, and to my right I got
Officer Zacchaeus.
To my left I got
Officer Ferris.
To my far right I got
Officer Yahukanai.
And to my far left
Officer Caleb.
And we are the cast of Cure
the
Culture.
All praise. Hey man, this is my first time in the seat, so bear with me. So all praises. Look, hey man, y'all know what it is. We gotta get this word out here, man, so we can cure our people, so we can get out this lower state. So let's go ahead. We're gonna pop it off, man. We're gonna pop it off. Let's get that Jeremiah, officer.
Yes. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 33, verse 6. Bring it out. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth.
So right there, man, he tell us he gonna cure us. He tell us he is gonna cure us, and he gonna bring us back that peace if we keep his commandments. That's the bottom line of it all. That's right. So, we're gonna go ahead, man, and hop right into the emergency room. Right. A lot of people think it's some kind of a God-given holiday. No. Watch this. Scroll on down. Read that, officer.
Mothers have been revered throughout history, from ancient pagan celebrations to church holidays to present-day Mother's Day. Many countries throughout the world devote a day, or in some cases 2 or more days, to honor their mothers. The tradition dates back to pagan celebrations in ancient Greece in honor of Rhea, the mother of the gods, in Rome to
Sybil,
and mother of goddesses, was worshipped as early as 250 BC.
So right there, it says it comes from ancient pagan celebrations to church holidays to present day Mother's Day. So wait a minute, hold up now. Don't none of that sound like that, none of that come out the scriptures. Ancient pagan celebrations is a no-no in the eyes of God. Church holidays, Easter, Christmas is a no-no in the eyes of the Most High God.
That's right.
Present-day Mother's Day is a no-no to the Most High God. Now, before all you pork-chop pastors and devilish, freaky deacons out there in the world say, well, God say this. You know what? Let's get Exodus 20, verse 8, so we can explain that to y'all. Because, see, you don't know what you're talking about because you ain't keeping the commandments. Therefore, you can't understand it because you got to have a good understanding You got to be keeping these commandments in order to have a good understanding.
Right.
Read that.
You on 12, officer?
Huh?
You on 12?
Yeah.
Yes. The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 12.
Bring it out.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land, which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
So right there, it say, honor thy father and thy mother. So them poor child pastors gonna say, that Mother's Day right there. No. That ain't what I'm talking about. You're dead wrong. In that scripture, they are talking about obey your father and your mother. Listen to them.
That's right.
Every day. Respect them every day. Honor them by being obedient to the word of God that they should be teaching you every day. It ain't no one day where you say, oh, this is Mother's Day. This day for all the mamas. No. You know what you're doing to your mama on this day? You making your mama an idol.
That's right.
You idolizing your mama, and you ain't supposed to do that. Because God say, now let's jump up to commandment number 3.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
So right there, if you on any day is putting your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, yourself before the Most High God, you out of order.
That's right.
You out of order.
That's right.
And on this day when you go and buy special gifts, special presents, cooking special meals, and all that there, you know what that sound like?
That's stupid.
It sounds stupid, and then it sounds like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yep.
You're buying special gifts, you're cooking special meals. That's all idolatry.
Message.
And Mother's Day is wickedness, idolatry. Y'all got anything else?
Let's go. Let's do something right quick. Because, in this particular subject, and this is a great subject, because a lot of our people, we've been, since slavery, we've been indoctrinated with this, mother, love mother. But there's an agenda to that, because we want to get the father away from the family, because that gets us away from a structure.
Message.
Now, we have no structure in our families because we've gotten away. We are taught, love your mother and whatever with your father. Mm-hmm. And there's an agenda to that. Right. We need our fathers. The woman is the weaker vessel.
That's right.
The man's going to have to be there to put that family in order. He's going to have to be there for that. It's no and, it's a buts about that. That's got to happen. So, and Christ gave an example of that when they try to do the same thing for him, try to honor his mother. Right. And he gave the ultimate example about how we should see our mothers. Let's get that in Luke 11 and 28.
Get them.
Start at 27. Because once you understand this right here, there's no more arguments.
Right. Exactly.
Let's read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 27.
Bring it out.
And it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked.
So this woman is talking to Christ. She's speaking to Christ. What did she say? Bless what?
Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked.
That's almost like in the Catholic Church where they always talking about what they say, Mary, something about what they say.
Mother Mary.
Mother Mary, however they
full
say
of grace.
that. Yeah, that crap. That's where they get this from. But we got to come back to what this Bible is saying. Now we're going to see what Jesus Christ, what his response was to that woman trying to honor or idolize his mother. Make her a big spectacle because that's where he was born. He was born from her womb, just like we are born from our mother's womb. Right. The Most High just used our mothers to get us here. Right. And that's what he's showing right here. His mother was just used to get him here. Mm-hmm. If she don't fall in line, she can get it too. Right. That's what he's saying right here. But let's read that. Read on. Read it again.
Verse 28.
Bring it out.
But he said, Yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it.
So Christ said, yea, but rather, blessed are they that hear the word of God and keep it. If she's doing that, she's going to be good. But if she's not doing that, Christ is showing you right here, you're not going to be good. You're not going to get all that reverence. Right. You're not going to get any of that. I want to get another one. Let's go to Matthew 10, I believe.
35.
Yeah, I think I want 37. Is it?
Yes, sir. 10:37. Yes, sir.
I tell you what. Before that, go to Matthew 12:46.
Yes. The book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 46.
Bring it out.
While he yet talked to the people, behold.
Hold on. So Christ was speaking to the disciples and all the people that were following him, that were gathering around to hear the words of God. And that's what we got to do. Continue to gather around and hear the word of God.
That's right.
Because he said you're going to be blessed when you hear it and keep it.
That's right.
So hearing it is not enough. But watch this. Come on.
Behold, his mother and his brethren stood without.
Who?
His mother and his brethren stood without.
Come on.
Desiring to speak with him.
So actually they were a distraction. Because they should have already been in there listening to him. But now he's in there talking to the people, and now they're desiring to speak to him. He's busy. He's teaching his people. But read on. Watch this.
Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Read.
But he answered and said unto him that told him,
Read.
Who is my mother?
Who is my mother? Come on.
And who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples.
So now he's pointing his fingers at his disciples. Read.
And said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
He says, behold, meaning look, my mother, my brother. Read.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
So that's who he sees as his brothers, his sisters, and his mother. Those that hear his word and keep it. Come on.
So all praise. You got
You got it.
All right, all praise. Hey, so continue on from what Officer Zacchaeus was just bringing out. So go to Luke chapter 2 real quick. Start at verse, just go to verse 48.
The book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 48.
Come on.
Bring it out.
And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us?
Now again, if you read up, if you've been paying attention, if you've been reading your 4 chapters a day, you'll see that Christ around this time, it was Passover, right? And he was 12 years old. So this is a young Christ right here. He's a young man at this time. And let's see what Christ responds to his mother. Read.
Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrow.
So she said, we've been looking for you. Read.
And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me?
Come on.
Wish ye not that I must be about my father's business?
So even at that time, Christ was already learning. He's increasing in knowledge. So he wanted to know more. So he went to the elder. He said, do you not what?
Wish ye not that I must be about my father's business?
He said, don't you not know that I'm about my father's business? Read on.
Verse 50. And they understood not the saying which he spake unto them.
So just like you, if you have a child or something, a child give you a response that you wasn't ready for, you be ready to snatch him up. But Christ said to them, no, I'm doing the work at a young age. But read on. Let's see what Christ do.
And he went down with them and came to Nazareth, and was subject unto them.
He was what?
Subject unto them.
He was still subject. He followed his mother's commandment. He said, he followed them. He followed her. She still did exactly what she said. He wasn't being disrespectful, but he was still letting her know that I'm about my father's business.
That's right.
Just like I seen this video once. I've seen this video before. It's like the sisters in the body. Like they was going through the grocery store. And the sister, her teaching the commandments, she was testing them. Okay, let me put this shrimp up in there. Let me put this pork up in there and see what the kids gonna do. Kids, what they do? Say, no, Mom, we don't eat that. We don't do that. We keep the law. They was on point. So she was testing them, but the kids showing them that what they was being obedient to the law that she was teaching to them. Right. Just like the same thing Christ, the Lord was teaching to Christ. So I just want to bring that out. Go ahead.
So all praise, man. Look. What a lot of people don't understand, that you on this day, on this quote unquote Mother's Day, I know what day was. I've been hearing that it's Mother's Day weekend. I don't even know. I had to be reminded because I don't celebrate it, so I didn't even know it was coming up until I heard people talk about it. But this is the thing: who really is your family?
Bring it out. Right.
Because let's see what Christ say about that thing, about who your family is. Let's get Mark 3 and 33. We're going to start at 33. You know what? Hold on. Start at 31. Start at 31.
Yes. The book of Mark, chapter 3, verse 31.
Bring it out.
There came then his brethren and his mother, and standing without sent unto him, calling him. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee. And he answered them, saying, Who is my mother? or my brother.
So wait a minute. So stop right there. So they say, hey man, your folks outside. Jesus, your folks outside. He said, hold on. Who you talking about? Who is my mother? Who is my brother? So now he fits to tell you who his true mother is, the mother that really should be honored. When they say, honor thy father and thy mother, read it.
And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is my brother, and my sister and mother.
So guess what? You know who my mama and them is? My mama and them is? My mama is these commandment keeping sisters.
That's right.
That's right.
And you know how I honor them every day? By keeping the commandments.
That's right.
I might not see them. But now hold on. Now, you know what? Go back to that article. Let me show y'all something on this article. Where y'all Mother's Day. Right. Hey, let's go down to the 5th paragraph. The 5th paragraph. Yeah, as Christianity.
As Christianity spread throughout Europe, the Mothering Sunday celebration changed to honor the Mother Church.
Now hold on right there. The Most High ain't never changed the name of none of his high holy days.
Exactly.
So that go right there. That's a man-made stuff. Read on. Watch this.
The spiritual power that gave Christians life and protected them from harm.
Wait a minute. So what give us life?
The commandments of God.
What? Thank you. Not no damn Mothering Sunday.
Hell no.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Yeah, my earthly mother spit me out. Right. But what truly give me life is the commandments of the Most High God. Let's get that.
That's right.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2. Keep my commandments and live. And my law is the apple of thine eye.
Keep my commandments and live. That's what's going to give me life.
That's right.
And read the one of Baruch 4:1.
Yes. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Shall come to what?
Shall come to life. But such as leave it shall die.
Message.
So now, how the hell is, pardon my French, Mothering Sunday, how is that going to give me some spiritual power that bring me life?
Somebody lies.
Now, hey, watch this. Read on.
The celebrations eventually merged so that people honor both their mothers and the church.
So wait a minute. What high holy days merge? The hell is that?
Not now.
Help me make that make sense.
not now.
Right.
Watch this now. Okay, watch this. Keep on reading. So here it come when we talk y'all hitting on the traditions of men. Watch this. Here it go.
The tradition of Mother's Day began in the United States, was first suggested in 1872 by Julia Ward Howe.
Now, somebody refresh my memory. Where was we at in 1872?
Chains.
Yep.
What kind of honor was our mamas getting in 1872? But now, guess what? Black folks go out and spend billions and billions of dollars to well, I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want nobody to get in trouble. But these card companies, these big box stores, spending money on all these flowers and stuff. Talking about, hey, I gotta honor my mama today.
What's wrong with y'all?
You cursed out.
You niggas are crazy.
You cursed out last week.
Right.
Read on. Watch it. Read on.
Was first suggested in 1872 by Julia Ward Howe, who wrote the words to the battle hymn. Of the Republic, as a day dedicated to peace.
It wasn't dedicated to our peace. Read on.
Although the holiday didn't catch on at that point, Howe held organized Mother's Day meetings in Boston, Massachusetts, every year thereafter.
All right, go to the next paragraph. Now watch this. Here you go. Read on. Keep scrolling up. Keep going. There you go.
It wasn't until 1907 that another crusade to implement Mother's Day began. Anne Jarvis from Philadelphia had lost her mother 2 years earlier, and believing that children tend to neglect their mothers until it's too late, she began to campaign for a national observance of Mother's Day. She convinced her mother's church in Grafton,
West Virginia.
to celebrate Mother's Day on the second anniversary of her mother's death, the second Sunday of May.
So now, so some white woman lost her mama and got to pushing it again, and so then all of a sudden she convinced her church. Now drop down to the last, 1914. Right? No, you know what? Start right before, we'll say Jarvis. Right above that. Watch this.
Jarvis and her supporters began a letter-writing campaign to ministers, businessmen, and politicians in their quest to establish a National Mother's Day.
So now, wait, stop right there. Ministers, businessmen, and politicians. Sound like a whole bunch of men to me.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Businessmen, what they want? They about their money. Ministers, what they doing? They about their money. Politicians, they say, I see some money potential in this.
Message.
I see a way to control people in this.
Message.
Read on.
By 1911, Mother's Day was celebrated in almost every state.
What was happening to us in 1911?
Jim Crow, black code, segregation,
Lynchings.
sharecropping.
How was they quote unquote our mothers being honored?
They were hanging our mothers from
Esau
trees.
still jumping on their back, doing them dirty. Cause there was in 1911 we were still in their kitchens. We were still serving them.
Damn.
While they was raping our wives.
Exactly. We were still our sisters were still suckling their children. Read on. Watch this.
In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson made the official announcement proclaiming Mother's Day as a national holiday that was to be held every year on the second Sunday of May.
Oh, on what day?
Well, a national holiday that was to be held each year on the second Sunday of May.
So the second, and once again, there go them trying to put that emphasis on Sunday. They want to make Sunday such a special damn day. Trash. Trash. So for all y'all out there talking about, it's Mother's Day, you ain't out there doing nothing, man, but honoring a bunch of hoes and harlots and wicked women who ain't keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Because just last week, your honorable mother was down there getting banged up by Pastor Pochop. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't say that. Can I say that? Oh, man. He said it's too late.
It's out now.
Plug the children's ears, y'all. That was slipped out. But, man, look. But that's the thing, y'all. You truly honor your mother, your father, and your mother by keeping these commandments.
That's right.
That's the way God intended it.
Right. Hey, officer.
So, hey, man, how long we been in the car? I don't want to be in the emergency room too long.
Yes, sir.
Come on, get it.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on,
So, one, I seen mother, it said mother in church, right? So it said mother in church.
Yeah.
So when you think about mother, I heard about church. You're like, go to Acts real quick. Let's see if the mother God, because that's what it's going into, the mother of heaven. So if you're going back into the scripture, you've been reading your history and everything, you see about Arthur, you'll see about Queen
Bring it
Diana,
out.
you see about all that. All right, so let's see who's with us in the church. Read Acts chapter 7.
Yes, sir.
Start at verse 37 first.
Yes. The book of Acts, chapter 7, verse 37.
Bring it out.
This is that Moses which said unto the children of Israel,
Come on.
a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear. This is he that was in the church in the wilderness.
So as you see, it says, this is he, not she, not your mother. Who was it? That was Christ. Read.
With the angel which spake to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers, who received the lively oracles to give unto us.
So it was the children of Israel. They are the church. So what we just read, we just read the origin of a new God. So go to Deuteronomy chapter 32. Deuteronomy chapter 32 real quick. I think it's 32 and 8, if I'm not mistaken. What's that? Sacrifice to God. 17, I'm sorry, verse 17.
Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 17.
Come on.
They sacrifice unto devils.
They sacrifice to who?
Devils.
They sacrifice to devils and not who?
not to God.
And not to God. Read.
Got to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up from your father, whom your fathers feared not.
So this God that they just showed right here, this is something new right here. This is not God right here, but I'm gonna show you who it is. I just got a couple more scriptures. Give me Jeremiah real quick, because I've been bringing this out too, showing to the brothers that. Look, bro, y'all can't worship your wives. You can't worship your mothers, because that's what it's going into when you keep Mother's Day.
Bring it up.
I love her, man. I love her, man.
Exactly. I love her. And like, what's that Tupac song? What's the Dear Mama?
Dear
That's the name
Mama.
of it?
They been playing the hell out of that.
Yep.
You know that.
Then what's that? Boys to Men, Mama, Mama, you know I love you.
They play the mess. They play like 2 weeks right before that. Getting them made, you hear that just playing all day. I'm like, man, I'm getting tired.
You don't find that suspicious?
But, I'm sorry. Go to Jeremiah chapter 44, start at verse 15.
Yes, sir. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 15. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods.
Come on.
And all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying.
So it said all the men. These are all the men, like the men are doing right now. They pampering their wives, their mother. They giving them gifts and all that. Read on.
As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee.
So when the prophets go out, this is what we doing. We showing them, hey, don't do this. You're worshiping your wife. You're worshiping your mother. You're worshiping your daughter. Read.
But we will certainly do whatsoever thing go forth out of our own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
So look, they said to hell with you. We gonna buy our gifts. We gonna do whatever we gotta do to please our wives. Read.
And to pour out drink offerings unto her.
We gonna buy our drinks. We gonna sacrifice. We gonna do whatever. Read.
As we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, for then had we plenty of victuals and were well and saw no evil.
So as you see, guess what? These are leaders. These are your politicians, your president. What just showed? The president. Hey, they bound down to this guy right here. But let's see, and it's going on to the children of Israel. We was in captivity. We was in slavery during that time. Right. Mm-hmm. They put that up on us. But let's see what God gonna do. Jump on down to verse. I'm gonna just get to the point. Verse 27.
Verse 27. Behold, I will watch over them for evil and not for good. And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine until there be an end of them.
So guess what? Now, Egypt, America is our Egypt today.
Right.
America is our captivity, our slavery. So God said He gonna consume us. So when you wondering why so much things is still happening to us till today, this is why, because we're worshiping other gods.
We got to stick with the word of God. Go to Matthew 10:37. 10:37. Because we dealing with the mother. Now, we're supposed to love our mother and our father. We're supposed to love them. That should be a natural thing. But it's not natural. Right. But then, you know, what we'll do? We'll keep Mother's Day that we can't find in the Bible. Right. But we won't even keep the Sabbath day. It's written right in the Bible.
Exactly.
Well,
what's wrong with that?
we sick.
There's something wrong with that.
Some sick people.
All right, read this.
This is a sick Negro.
That's right.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 37.
Bring it out.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Read.
And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
That's even going into your children. You know, if your children want to be wicked, they don't want to follow instructions, you can't love them more than you love the Lord. You're not going to be worthy of the Lord. You're going to cling on to those children. Same difference. Keep reading.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me.
Now listen, taking up your cross, that's going into denying yourself. We got to deny ourselves.
That's right.
You know, we got to lose our own lives. That's what we've been taught here in America. Keep going. Read.
Is not worthy of me.
Uh-huh.
He that findeth his life shall lose it.
Right.
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
He that give up his life, you're going to find life. That's what that's going into. One more thing, y'all. Go flip on over to 16 and 24.
What's that shit right? Said, Mama, I love you. P.O.P. hold it down.
Wow! Read up.
Yeah. 16:24.
Yes.
Watch this.
Matthew chapter 16, verse 24.
Now we're going into picking up your cross. This is what it's talking about right here. Read.
Then said Jesus unto his disciples,
Uh-huh.
If any man will come after me,
Read.
let him deny himself
Deny yourself. Read.
and take up his cross
And take up his cross. Right.
and follow me.
And follow me. Read on.
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Read.
And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
So we got to get away from all this man-made doctrine, all this stuff that we've learned here in America, and these things these traditions we trying to keep and kick God's laws to the curb. We got to stop that. We got to come back to God's commandments and have life.
So all praise to the Most High, man. I think it's a heartbeat. I think it's a heartbeat out
It's a
there,
heartbeat,
man.
there it is.
Yeah, they got a heartbeat. So Lord willing, man, they take that medicine when it comes to this wicked holiday, Mother's Day, this idolatry, and man, I hope that they take heed to the word of the Most High God and put that behind them. Right. So now, let's drop that thumbnail, man. Let's drop that thumbnail.
Take a break. I'm just asking.
Is it time to take a break?
No. Go.
Okay. I'll pray. Hey, man, drop that thumbnail.
Wow!
So look, the title. Hey, let's take a break. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this commercial break. Y'all gotta help us, man. Y'all know that.
You are now flying.
Front page, big font, big face, no case, fake news, fake shows. Yeah, you hold no truth. And quit making videos in 4K. I watch every word I say, but you ain't me. The most I carry judgments for your wordplay. On you, I keep my fucking mouth closed. If I were you, don't open doors you can't close. I tell the truth. I shut my mouth if I were you. And maybe I wouldn't lie to you. I keep my fucking mouth closed if I were you.
Shut your mouth.
We are back. Hey, man, if y'all better go hit up OR, Original Royalty, man. Get y'all some of that
That's
righteous
right.
music. So, man, about some true love.
That's right.
Some true obedience to the commandment. Man, y'all better go hit them up. Original Royalty. So, all right, drop that thumbnail, man. We gonna show y'all. All right. Today's show, man, is called Schools of Fools. Because right now, man, you see in our community, our schools are full of fools.
That's right.
Our children, the adults, act like a bunch of damn fools in these schools.
Our people are stupid as hell.
They're dumb as a box of rocks. And so we're going to touch on that today. And what you got, let me get Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Because, see, a lot of us tend to think, oh, they going to go to school, they going to be all right. They at school.
Wrong.
Dead wrong. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
He says, you're going to go to your enemies in want of all things. Right. And part of that all things is your education.
Right.
Is your education. And the part of the destroying you is destroying you mentally.
That's right.
Destroying your brain. Destroying your thought process.
That's right.
Destroying your how you feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Yep, self-esteem.
All praise. Thank you, awesome. That's all. You got to go to him, and part of that destroying goes, all that goes into how he has destroyed us. So now, this first clip, I'm going to show y'all something about that teacher. It was a teacher who got fired from his job for letting his students mess with his hair. Play that. Not that one. The one about the teacher. Yeah, that one right there.
Is currently going viral all across social media because he allowed his middle school students to unbraid his hair, and this has sparked a lot of controversy. In this very controversial video, this teacher stated that he had a hair appointment immediately after school and he needed to unbraid his hair before the appointment, so he decided to ask some of his students to actually help him unbraid his
stop
hair.
it right there. Okay, so now, to all you fathers, let me just ask y'all. If you walked into your child's class, your daughter's classroom, and you saw that, what would your response be?
He gonna get him.
Exactly.
He gonna get him up, bro.
He gonna get
My response would be, no, I wouldn't go to him first. I wouldn't go to him first. You know what? I would go straight to her. Because she's supposed to know better than that already. She got to learn that at the house. She's not going to get involved in that. I'm going after her first if she's up there unbraiding his hair. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the way that goes.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, I gotta give it to him.
Go ahead.
We gotta talk to this brother, man, because at the end of the day, why? Because as adults, remember, we as adults, that's an experienced man right there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's a child.
I understand.
So it's easy for a kid to be manipulated by an adult. You know what I'm saying? To make things seem like it's comfortable to do at that particular time. So yeah, him gotta talk.
See, man, y'all keep it a cool head, because y'all know. Man, hey, what the hell you doing? What's going on here? You know your eyes gonna get bucked, your voice gonna get raised up. Ain't gonna be no. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Smith, can I talk to you? Right. No. Hey, if you don't get your black behind, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. But now watch this. I sent another one. Hey, let it play on. Watch this.
In the video, he stated that he would have done this himself, but it just would have taken way too long and he likely would have missed his hair appointment. So this is exactly why he decided to ask his students to help him in the first place. And a lot of people just have very mixed opinions about this. Some people feel like this is very inappropriate for a teacher to do, and other people feel like there was nothing wrong with this at all.
Now,
I've seen a lot.
So, now, mind you, it ain't no boys up there.
It sure ain't.
Right. It ain't no boys up there. Yep. And I would bet, I would put money on the fact that there are some little boys in this class. I want to use the correct term. That might have a little sugar in their tank. Right. That wanted to go up there and play in his head.
Right. Nigga, you gay.
Exactly. But he ain't let them do it.
Right.
He ain't let them do it.
He let the little girls do it.
He let the little girls do it.
Yep.
Now, mind you, now, mind you, they like it's some people that's for him.
Right.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, next thing, that's the beginning.
Right. That's the beginning. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's another video of him one little girl getting there doing his nails.
What? The same dude?
The same dude.
Come on now,
and
dog.
The same little girl that's probably in his head
this
was
is
doing
sick.
his nails.
Right.
And see, that's now. Hey, I put a screenshot. Read that first line. Watch what it say.
For the teacher.
Okay.
Humility with dignity, humbleness with pride.
Humbleness with what?
Pride.
Okay, now let's get Sirach 10 and 13.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 13.
Bring it out.
For pride is the beginning of sin.
Wait, what?
For pride is the beginning of sin.
Oh, so that humble pride that he got, and which is really what? It don't even match up.
Right.
I ain't never seen a prideful man that's humble. Mm-hmm. I've seen a prideful man get humbled,
right,
which is what we seeing with this brother here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's foolish. Man, keep my daughter's hands out your head, bro.
But see,
get somebody else.
That's right. All of that stuff go hand in hand, officer, as far as pedophilia, homosexuality.
Yeah.
All that stuff kind of intertwined with each other. That's why the Most High always tell them we can't be conformed to this stuff, because it's come, as you know, society bringing this stuff on real strong.
Exactly.
As far as pedophilia and homosexuality and all this, saying all this stuff is good. You know what I'm saying? Give me that.
Hold on. Cause like you said, you hold what you got. Watch this. Now, cause remember what it say? Humbleness with pride. Now read that verse again. What you just read.
The beginning of pride.
The what?
The beginning of pride.
That pride is the beginning.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm too sleep. Ain't nobody gonna catch me. Ain't nobody catch me.
Ain't nobody gonna peep.
Oh man, I'm in a room full of young tenders. Ain't nobody gonna catch me. That's that pride that got it.
Yeah.
It's an evil world we live in.
It's an evil world. And then they say, well, there's another video of him off of like his TikToks and stuff, where the brother ain't got no shirt on, showing off his tattoos, all kind of crazy stuff.
Hey, go back to that image, because what brother doing? He's setting them kids up.
Setting them up.
What he doing bit by bit? He is slowly lowering those young girls' inhibitions. Mm-hmm. So the game plan, as he is laying it out, it eventually gonna lead to him asking for sex more than them little girls. Because what he doing, he's setting them girls up to be comfortable around him. Now it's starting out with him, with them kids doing his hair. Mm-hmm. Then the next step, they doing his nails. And as you mentioned, he walking around with the shirt off. Mm-hmm. So eventually, he gonna end up enticing one of them little girls and take them in the back and have his way with him, being a pedophile.
To the house.
Or to the house. Yeah. So, this brother here, he got inordinate affection. This whole thing's a game. Mm-hmm. Give me Colossians 3:5.
Bring it out.
Move this man.
Colossians 3:5. He's setting them kids up. Yep. And the thing about it, for all you parents that's listening, this is the environment that you send your kids into 8 hours in the day. Right. That's why leadership always express, hey, homeschool your kids. Find a way to legally homeschool your children. That way you control the environment and ensure they safe. Because you got pedophiles as teachers. You got homosexuals as teachers, exposing your kids to all type of debauchery and evil, and you wonder why they coming home acting crazy.
Right.
Read.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 5.
Bring it out.
Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection.
Inordinate affection. Inordinate affection is trying to set yourself up to have sex with underage minor girls. That's inordinate affection. Pedophilia is inordinate affection. Read on.
Evil concupiscence.
That's evil concupiscence. That's evil concupiscence as well. Strong, evil, sexual desire that goes against God's commandments. Read on.
And covetousness.
Covetousness. He's coveting them little girls right now. How can I find my way to make myself most appealing and comfortable to them little kids? Let me start hey, take my hair down. I got an appointment with the hairdresser. Hell, he could have paid the hairdresser to take the hair down. Why he got the little girl doing his nails? He can go to the nail salon. They do men's nails now.
Right.
Read on.
Talking about he couldn't make it on time.
And covetousness, which is idolatry.
Which is idolatry. So he putting the flesh that young, he idolizing after that stuff. Right. That's why he trying to lure those girls inhibition, try to set it up. We can have sex with them little girl. That's what he doing. That'd be my mic.
Hey, look, let me get Proverbs 22 and 15. Because see, and the thing is, if you don't teach your children correctly at home, they primed for this type of predatory behavior.
Right.
Exactly. They blank slates for this. Mm-hmm. Get that. Let's read that. Proverbs 22 and 15.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 15.
Bring it out.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Wait a minute. What?
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
Elementary, middle school, high school is full of children.
Right.
Foolish children, because they haven't been trained in the ways of the world. They don't know anything. Because my mama and them, they used to tell me all the time, boy, you don't know what you think you know. You don't know what you think you know. And all those little girls and little boys think, oh man, Mr. So-and-so, he cool. He good people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He good
Hell no.
He all right until that moment. Mm-hmm. And so that's why the name of this class is Schools of Fools. Because your children foolish. That brother there, he you know what, now, the brother might not be that way. It look a certain way. But the brother, hey, there is a chance that he could honestly be innocent.
Bullshit.
I agree with that. No. Yeah, I agree with that.
No.
But how it looks, he made a foolish choice. Mm-hmm. He made a foolish decision. Because based on the video, what is he? I don't see him having sex with none of them young girls and nothing like that. But that's the beginning of it.
Exactly.
That's the beginning of it.
Hey, I was going to say, hold on, wait a minute. He knew he has an appointment, right?
Yeah.
If you have an appointment for someone, you're going to prepare yourself regardless of the fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he could have took his hair down the day before, the night before, instead of waiting to get to work where he's supposed to be trained up. Actually, read verse 6 real quick.
That's a setup,
because this is something that he was supposed to be doing right here.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
So what he's supposed to be doing, he's in his field of study, which is teaching the children. He's supposed to be training the children, teaching them, not teaching them, oh, now, come and bring my do this and do that. No, you out of order right there at work. Exactly. Then you on TikTok, on social media, where those that's in your field is going to see all this. Now he put himself in that position of now I'm about to lose my job. I'm losing my job now. So he's supposed to be training them kids up instead of letting the kids play in his hair. Because you think about it, during y'all older than me. During your time of growing up, have you ever seen another man let the children play in their hair?
Hell no.
No, sir.
So during this age of time, this is going to continue on. But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring out real quick.
Yeah, hey, go ahead. We gonna get off of him.
1 Thessalonians 5:22.
Bring it out.
Because, like you say, okay, you saying that maybe the brother may be innocent. Okay, let's get that real quick.
The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22.
Bring it out.
Abstain from all appearance of evil.
See, hey, look here. Even though he may be not think that he ain't doing nothing wrong, but it look wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wrong. It look right. It's wrong all the way. But in his mind, he like, okay, I ain't doing nothing wrong, but it look wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna be the problem. Like, you don't supposed to be doing it. You let little kids play in your head, and you an adult.
Exactly.
Oh, that ain't right. That ain't cool.
Kids up.
Yeah.
This is a sick Negro.
Right.
Hey, so okay, we can now, like I say, he ain't the only foolish one in the school.
Bring it out.
He ain't the only foolish one in the school system. Now let's get the one say South Florida, cause now it ain't just men.
Wow.
It ain't just men.
Breaking right now at noon, 2 South Florida teachers in trouble with the law.
One of the teachers, police say, admitted to kissing a student on school grounds.
What?
So
in
now,
that first case?
Wait. The teacher that admitted to slobbing a kid down on school ground in the classroom, smooching it up.
Come on now, dog.
Let it play.
Let's turn it over right now to Andrea Martinez with more.
Yeah, Janice Christie, the first case involves a middle school teacher in Hollywood who has been arrested. Felicia Smith is an educator at Drift.
Wait a minute.
What? Wow.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I heard Felicia, I was like,
You stupid.
You know, you gotta tell her, bye, Felicia. Yeah. You're going to jail. Yeah. You're going to jail.
Straight pass go.
So now, she done kissed a student in the school, in the classroom.
Like a whore.
Yeah, there you go. Play it.
Middle school. Hollywood police say at the beginning of the year, she developed a maternal relationship with a female student.
Stop. Did y'all catch that?
What?
Maternal.
A maternal. Oh, man. So you acting like a mama.
Yep.
Right.
You acting like a mama.
This is sick.
Grooming her.
Right. Yep.
Grooming her.
Yep.
Setting her up for the okey doke.
Lowering them inhibitions.
Yeah. So, and then what you catch?
What's that? A female.
A
female student.
A female student. Back it up for like 10 seconds and let it play.
This nigga gay.
There you go. Let it go.
Developed a maternal relationship with a female student, but at some point things changed when the young victim told police she was forced to inappropriately touch Smith. And upon her arrest, Smith admitted to officials that she kissed the student on school grounds. Smith is now facing molestation and lewd battery charges. Police say they are working with the Broward School Board as the investigation continues.
So now stop right now. Hold on. So she lured this young girl by acting like her mama, the whole big sister thing,
Yep.
you know, a maternal relationship,
Right.
and then got her off somewhere by herself and say, no, you're going to do this. You're going to touch me here. Because it say, the person say she forced her. School's full of fools. Because I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know if the little girl got any family in her life or whatever. But our parents used to tell us, don't go off nowhere with no grown folks that you don't know.
Right. Exactly.
You know, when you get out of school, come your butt straight on home.
Message.
Hey, boy, you don't know what you think you know.
Right.
And that little girl found out. Right. She was the fool. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child.
That's right.
And that's what got her into that position.
Hey, listen, the Most High is waking our people up because, I mean, that's basically all this is. He's going to wake us up because he's going to have to put some of us to death.
Right.
To be an example to those of us who can see and think about falling out of this truth.
Right.
You know, what are we falling into?
Right.
Right. I want to go back, if you will. I want to go back to Proverbs 22:6 again. I want to go back there because I want to show something that I want to get a little bit more meat off this because
That's 15 already.
Huh?
22 and 15.
Yeah, no, 6.
22 and 6.
22 and 6.
Oh,
He pulled it.
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah, let me get that 22 and 6 because I want to show you something. Because here's the thing: these teachers, some of these teachers, especially like the brother we saw earlier with the children taking his hair down,
Right.
he could be setting himself up for death because you don't know these children's
Right.
fathers.
Yeah. Like
You know what I'm saying?
period.
Obviously, their children have not been brought up the way they should go.
Right.
Because they wouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
And then that teacher can't teach them the way to go because he don't know. Right. He wasn't taught the way to go. Obviously, right?
Right.
So let's read this. Watch this.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Bring it out.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Uh-huh.
And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Okay, so those children are not old yet, but that brother is older. He's still not going the right way. So we can't expect him to train our children up. What we got to do now that this word of God is coming out and is opening up to us, we've got to make sure we're doing it to our children.
Right.
And that's the reason I said I would go after my daughter first, because if my daughter if I'm raising my daughter up in these laws and she goes to the school and get involved in that, then that's a problem with her first. Now, notice I did say first. I didn't say I wouldn't say anything to him. I said I would go after her first.
Message.
All right. So let's move over. I want to show something. Let's go to Jeremiah right quick. Jeremiah 4:22, because this is what is happening with our people. This is what's happening with our people on this foolishness, and this is the reason why. And it's all in the Bible. We just got to keep finding these scriptures and applying them. Read this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22.
Bring it out.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
Read.
And they have none understanding.
Come on.
They are wise to do evil.
Wise to do evil. Read.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
The Bible says to do good, they have no knowledge. Let's read this again.
For my people is foolish.
My people. So God, he's talking about the children of Israel. If you go to Matthew 2 and 6, we don't have to go there. We know he's talking, my people is Israel, talking about the Israelites.
That's right.
Read on.
They have not known me. They are sottish children.
They are sottish children. Read.
And they have none understanding.
No understanding whatsoever. Read.
They are wise to do evil.
Come on.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
They have no knowledge. Now, a lot of people think they're so smart and they got a lot of knowledge, but they don't have knowledge. Let's go get that. Let's go get what the knowledge is in Malachi, because our people don't have the knowledge. And this is what we got to understand. And this is what we got to be teaching our children, the knowledge. So that when they go to school, they understand. If a teacher's talking about, hey, I'm late for this, my child is going to back away from that.
Right. That's right.
Because she's going to have the knowledge that you're not supposed to be up in a man's face, and he's not supposed to be up in your face.
Right. That's right.
Right? So she's going to understand that. So if I walk in there and she's up in a man's face, I'm coming after her first. I'm going to come after her first because she know, even though I know he don't know. You know, he's going to learn, but she's going to get taught.
That's right.
Right. So come on, read that.
Book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7.
Bring it out.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
The priest's lips should keep knowledge. And a lot of these children that we're looking at are going to these Christian churches, and their parents are not teaching them the knowledge because they're not getting it. Read.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
What is the knowledge?
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
They should seek the law at his mouth. So we got to be teaching our children the laws of God. Somebody didn't teach these teachers the laws of God, and that's why they're carrying on the way they are.
Exactly.
So we got to, and like the officer was saying earlier, we got to get our children out of these public places and get them into a legal, what do you call them?
Legal homeschool.
Homeschooling, right. We got to do that. That way we know who are taking care of them, we know who are teaching them, and we don't have to worry about this kind of foolishness. But that's what we got. That's what we're dealing with. So go ahead, officer.
I'll pray. And so now, hey, let me get Romans 1:26, because see, a lot of these people, these educated dummies, you know, they teach, they got these degrees. You can't tell them nothing.
Right.
I've been in school for 26 years. I got 4 bachelors and all that there. Right. I got 16 letters behind my name.
You better shut your black lips.
You an intelligent dummy.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey, read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26.
Bring it out.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection.
So now that vile affection, we saw it with that teacher, that female teacher, going after that little girl.
Yep.
We see it with that grown man going after his students. That's and like I say, this is happening all over.
Right.
Those ain't just two out of the ordinary. Yeah, them ain't two coincidences. They ain't no coinkydink.
Hell no.
No, watch this. Read on.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even though women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So you know what? You keep pushing that stuff. God will say, you know what? You want that? Go ahead. Go ahead, get that.
Right.
But remember, you're going to take everything that come along with it.
Think God is not going to hold you guilty for that?
Boy, hey, that's my deacon right there, man. You better listen. You better take heed.
Right.
Watch this. Read 28. Go down to 28.
Verse 28.
Bring it out.
And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient.
So, man, to do those things which are not convenient, he let, you know what? You want that reprobate mind now? Go ahead. You got it. But like Deacon say, you think God ain't gonna hold you accountable for that? You think you gonna let you slide?
Right.
No.
No, sir.
You better get this cure we trying to give you.
That's right.
You better get this dose of medicine.
That's right.
Play it.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
No, keep playing it. Watch it. Keep playing it.
If there's a cure for this, I don't want it. I don't want it. If there's a remedy, I'll run from it.
You heard? Hey, watch it. Let's stop it. Stop it. They run from it.
Right.
Exactly.
When you run from it, God will give you over to that reprobate mind.
That's right.
God will give you over to them vile affections. When you're running from it.
That's right.
You better run to it. You better get this dose.
Message.
You better get this cure.
Message.
Or you'll be on breaking news.
Right.
Hey,
You'll be on breaking news.
Hey, look, you know that song is perfect too. That part you just put out on it. That song was perfect too because look, for a long time we didn't know the laws of God. So it said, if there's a cure for this, I don't want it. So we didn't want it. Well, it wasn't available to us. It wasn't revealed to us, right? So we didn't want it. Everything we was doing was feeling good. So we was
That's
okay.
right.
But now it's being revealed. So it says, what does the second part of that song say? If there's a remedy, there is a remedy now.
That's right.
A lot of our people continue to run from it. So that song is absolutely perfect for this subject.
Hey, let's get 2 Ezra 7:69.
Bring it out.
Here go your remedy. Here go your cure. Read that.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, verse 69.
Bring it out.
And being judged, if he should not forgive them that are cured with his word.
Who? Them that are what?
And being judged, if he should not forgive them that are cured with his word.
This word of God will cure you.
That's right.
Ain't my word. His word.
That's
He
right.
say he gonna forgive them that are cured with his word. Because the word of God tell you how to move.
That's
The word
right.
of God will tell you that's a bad look. That's a bad appearance for you to be sitting there getting your hair touched and braided by your student.
Come on now, dog.
You're supposed to be teaching.
And you're supposed to be teaching.
The Negro is a phenomenon.
And now that dude also say 100 of his besties. What the hell I look like running around talking about a bunch of 12, 13-year-olds is my best friends.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. In order and affection.
He's setting them girls up.
Exactly. Now, and then like I say, you run around playing that I'm your big sister role, what the little girl say, a maternal relationship, only to lure them around that corner. You know, they used to do it back in the day with the Halloween candy. You want a piece of candy?
Wow!
Come on around this corner.
Come in his house.
Come in this house. I got some candy for you. But nowadays, they do it with what? They do it with TikTok videos. Go check my page. Yep. And you on there doing the Not Like Us challenge.
Right.
You on there doing the Drop It Like It's Hot challenge. Oh, Mr. So-and-so cool. Mr. So-and-so cool. Next thing you know, they inviting you to the house.
Right.
That's crazy, man. Schools of fools.
Let me get one scripture.
Bring it out.
This is a warning, to all the parents that's out there. These are just two examples, but there's a plethora of documented reports of teachers having sex or having inordinate affection with these children in the public school and setting, but yet we still send our kids there for whatever reason. But give me Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, because the Lord has given us the warning. He putting us on game, but we run from the cure. Matthew 10:16.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16.
Bring it out.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
So every time you send your kids to school, you send them into a midst of wolves. You don't know what type of personality or what type of skeletons those teachers have in their class. You don't know what spirit or what things they battling. Some of them might be dealing with homosexuality. Some of them might be pedophiles. Some of them might be preying your kids. But read that from the top one more time.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Every time you send your kid to school, you send them into the den of wolves. Read on.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
So it's the only way for us to get wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We ourselves got to learn the commandments of God, and we got to teach the commandments of God to our children. If they know the commandments of God, they'll know what to look out for. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 6 and 1. Okay, like the cure always been in the Bible, but for hundreds of years, we as the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we've been running from the cure because we don't want it. Read on.
Right. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that you might do them in the land whither you go to possess it.
So let's go on to the parents. So, the parents got the commandments. The parents learned the commandments of God. They got to teach the children. Jump down to verse 7.
Verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontless between thine eyes.
All right, so there it is right there. So we teach our kids these commandments of God. Our children will know, say, hey, don't be alone with strangers. That woman there, she got a homosexual spirit. Don't deal with her. Or that dude there, he trying to have sex with the little girls. I'm playing it. He want me to play in this house. I said, no. You'll learn how to be shamefaced according to the scriptures because your parents taught you. That's why we as the parents, we got to learn the commandments of God so we can pass that knowledge on to the children to protect them from the wolves that's out here in this society.
Oh, but hey, man, look, earlier, and we, like I said, you was talking about teaching, and you mentioned homeschooling. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. Let's get 2 Maccabees 7, and we want to start at 27.
All praise. I had that highlighted.
All praise. Because now, you may think, oh, that's something new. That's something new. No, homeschooling has been around a long time. Read that.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 27.
Bring it out.
But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
So now, hold on. Let me kind of let y'all know what's going on. This is a mother of 7 watching her sons be tortured and executed by the king, right? And in all that they going through, she and her sons are standing up for the word of God.
Right.
And start from the beginning, watch this.
Yes, sir. But she, bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn.
So now by this time, some of her sons was dead already.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And she's still laughing at him and pissing him off. Read on.
Spake in her country language on this manner. O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nursed thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education.
That's what I want. And endure what?
The troubles of education.
So what you think? She was teaching that boy. She was teaching him. Right. AKA homeschooling him.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. She was teaching him and stuff right there. And that takes us over to Titus 2. Let's hop over there right quick. We want Titus 2 and 3.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior, as become of holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Teachers of good things. So those good things go into teaching your children morals, manners, the commandments of God.
That's right.
So they won't be walking around looking like damn fools on these videos. Mm-hmm. So they won't be the class clown up in these schools. Because realistically, not all of our children are going to be able to be homeschooled. It just is what it is. Some of them going to be public school. But if you teach them these commandments and prepare them and for the attacks of the devil that they're going to come up on them at the public schools, they'll be able to fight that off. So those good things, it ain't just about teaching your young child how to dress. Right. It ain't teaching your young child how to shalom leadership and get a salute and all that there. No, because now let me say this: the young men, they don't get handed off to the young men, to the older men, as far as the teaching and the training, until they're a little older.
Right.
For a long time, they up under mama.
Message.
So guess what? You sisters got a big job.
That's right.
Because you are the first teachers of the children. You sisters are the first ones that's going to teach them, hey, that's hot.
Right.
Don't touch that. And it's sad to say that in this world today, more children believe their mother than they do their father.
Damn!
That's
true. That's the sad truth. Hence why we got schools of fools.
Right.
Because a lot of sisters just ain't right in the head. Yeah. They ain't following leadership. They ain't not listening to their lords. A lot of them is single mothers. And what it say about dirty women, mistress women?
They bring forth monsters.
Let's get that. 2 Ezra 5 and 8.
Read out.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8.
Read out.
There shall be a confusion also in many places.
So what you see with the schools of fools is a lot of confusion. You see teachers sleeping with their students. You see teachers and students fighting.
Wow!
You see students disrespecting their parents disrespecting their children, all kind of crazy stuff.
It's an evil world we live in.
Read on.
And the fire shall be offset out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters.
Minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. Minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. These youngsters nowadays are monsters, man. And you know what? The sad thing is, they take pride in it.
Yep.
They take pride in being what they call a savage. Hell, want to be a savage.
Right.
You know, come on, man. I'm a female called a stallion. Nigga, a stallion is a male horse.
I never understood that.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Come on now,
you got a
dog.
whole video about about getting a train ran on you. Hoes is glorified. Who is teaching them that?
I'll tell you who's teaching them.
Who teaching?
America.
That's right.
The devil!
Yeah, but my you know what my point is. As is the mother, so is the daughter. Because guess who's showing her? Who is telling her men ain't sugar honey iced tea?
Right. The mama.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my point. You're right. America done the number on us all.
Right.
But when it comes down to the fine grains in the sand, it's these mistress women, that's glorifying Sukiyana and Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, who sat there and said, "No, I ain't letting my daughter listen to my music." Right. Oh, girl, what's the JT from the Miami girl, the City Girl chick, say, "Oh no, my daughter not gonna be like me." Wait a minute.
What? Or when you see Cardi B, she was sweeping up the floor, and when her daughter came, and then she cut the music down.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's on the video.
Yeah, that's on the video. It's on the video.
So you wonder why we got schools full of fools, schools of fools, because of this type of stuff right there. So if y'all got something,
yes, sir. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. Now the reason I was putting out that America, and I'm so hard on that because, this social media that we got. There's a good side to social media, right? But a lot of times we tend to go to the evil side of social media, right, because we don't know the truth, or we know the truth, but we still want to stick our foot in that evil.
Read out.
That's what's going on. So America is promoting this type of behavior. That sister was so comfortable to go and deal with somebody's daughter in that way. Why? Because the social media has made it. I mean, they promote, like you got women that making millions of dollars, right, because they're in that type of relationship, because they're that type of person that goes that way, and they promote that. So when the young girls come up and they see these women that's into that and making all these millions, so what are they going to inspire to do?
Right.
They looking at, well, I want to make some of that money. It's okay, I be who I want to be. So now in the school, our children, they growing up to think that they can change who they are according to what God made them. Right. And America is promoting that right through social media. We got to get away from the evil side of social media and start looking at what just like here in IUIC, our leadership has put all of the good stuff on social media. Right. But we'll see that and turn from it. Right. A lot of people will. They'll see that and turn from that. And we need to turn to that. If we care about our children, we're going to turn to that. We're going to soak up some of that knowledge, and we're going to get involved with what's right.
Hey, but let me tell you something, though, Austin.
Okay.
The YouTube and the TV became the babysitter now.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Teaching the kids.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of parents, man. That's why it all starts with good parenting at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
We got to take our kids away from their TV.
That's
a
right.
lot of time and stop having them always thinking that what on the TV is good.
Yep.
I had downloaded YouTube Kids one day. I'm like, okay, this may be a better version. Wrong.
Wrong.
This thing is just as bad as the regular.
You'll never get that from the word. Let me finish it. I want to get this scripture here. Go to Isaiah 1:9, because like I said, the leadership here in IUIC, they are one of the main reasons that we can see today, because God saved them for a reason. Now watch this. I'm read this right here.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant.
Now, I'm looking at this very small remnant as the leadership right here in IUIC.
Right.
That's the small remnant that I see. In these last days, God saved them to wake us up. Because what could have happened to us? Read.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
We could have fallen right into that same, because that's where we were headed.
Right.
That's exactly where we were headed. In one shape, form, or fashion, we were headed into that that direction. There was nowhere else to go.
Right.
Until we saw this truth. So thank God for repentance.
So all praise. You have something you want to bring out right quick?
Yes, sir. If you don't mind. Go to Sirach 26 and 10. Because at the end of the day, it's all up to us. We know our kids better than anybody else. I know my kids. I know what their tendencies are and everything there, because I'm always watching out for them, looking at them and things like that, seeing what they done picked up on. Right? Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 10.
Bring it out.
If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straight.
You see that? So it was steps that made it get to the point where this woman was able to lead this girl down to the point we was kissing her. The parents knew something was wrong with this kid before they sent her out there. Something wrong with this child. Why all of a sudden she wearing saggy pants to the school? Why is she braiding her hair a certain type of way? Why she wearing her bra too tight? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Things like that or whatnot. The Bible says if you see a shameless daughter, to hold her in straightly. You got your kids sitting up here braiding another grown man's hair. That's a shameless daughter right there. Right. She can't go nowhere.
Shame on you.
Real talk. She got to be in the house from here on out. Read.
Lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
See, she abusing herself with overmuch liberty. What that means? These kids got too much time on their hands. You get what I'm saying? We gotta always hold them to labor, like the Bible tells us. Keep going.
Watch over an impotent eye.
You gotta watch over an impotent eye, read.
And marvel not if she trespass against thee.
A lot of us, we play with our kids too doggone much. We play with them far too much. Go to Sirach 30. Get my last one. Sirach 30 and 8.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 8.
Bring it out.
And horse not broken becometh headstrong.
You see that? So a horse that is not broken, if you know about breaking horses or whatnot, in order for you to ride that horse and to get that horse to do what you need to do, you got to break it first. So he comparing that to a child. Read.
And a child left to himself will be willful.
You see that? A child left to himself too much becomes willful. What we do as parents, what we tend to do as parents too much, we leave our kids to video games. We leave them to YouTube. And all it's too much info. It's an over information thing. Like, because we used to have all that back in the day. If it ain't coming on TV, it was it. You know what I'm saying? But now you can make one click and find out whatever the hell you want to find out. And that's a problem. Keep going.
Verse 9. Conquer thy child, and he shall make thee afraid.
You see that? So it says, conquer thy child, and he'll make you afraid. Read.
Play with him.
Do what?
Play with him. And he will bring thee to heaven.
We got to stop playing with our kids.
That's right.
We got to start to lay the law down and let them know the ins and outs of this world, because we leading our kids out here in a world that's full of snakes. You know what I'm saying? That's full of traps.
It's an evil world we live in.
That's what happened. That's the result. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on with these kids right now. How old this article is? You know what I'm saying? We don't know how old these articles is. So at the end of the day, these kids have already been got by now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'll pray.
Hey, let's get Revelation 1 and 3. We're gonna segue into another reason, another part of this foolishness that we need to attack. Another reason why you see schools of fools. Revelation 1 and verse 3.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out.
Blessed is he that readeth.
What's it say?
Blessed is he that readeth.
Okay, read on.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
So now, blessed is he that readeth and hear the words. So now, if you go into the Christian church, you're not hearing this Bible.
Right. Hell no.
You're hearing motivational speeches.
Right.
But what do Bishop tell us to do? Do what? Read 4 chapters a day.
That's right.
Read. Blessed is he that readeth. Now, let's go to this article I just put up there. Watch this, because it's talking about us. Now, they might put a picture. The picture is a lie. The picture is a lie. Read that. Watch this.
Somebody lies.
22 plus U.S. literacy statistics. Literacy rate, average reading level. On October 2nd, 2023, low literacy rates impact individuals and society, linked to higher poverty rates, less education, and increased incarceration.
Now look at the picture they put up there. She knew she could read. She could read good enough to go to that casting call.
Right.
She could read good enough to fill out that application.
Oh my God!
She's squinching the hell out of it.
Look like she's squinching her eyes to read. Get the hell out of here. That's part of bamboozlement right there.
Yeah.
Keep on. Go on down. Now look at her. Smiling, chilling with a glass of wine. She done got the check now. She good. Keep going. All right, here.
Looking for the latest and greatest literacy statistics. Only 57% of adults in the United States have proficient literacy skills, and nearly 32 million adults are functionally illiterate.
Now, so you know what? We're going to focus on that percentage. So now, 43% of the adults in America are not proficient readers.
God damn.
Are not. That's damn near half the people in America are not proficient readers. And it says 32 million are functionally illiterate. They can't function right.
Ain't it 300 million people in America? God.
Nah, you caught that, didn't you? You caught that off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's the thing. 32 people are functionally illiterate. Right. They can't function right. They can't read enough to get a job. Mm-hmm. Watch this. Read on.
This means that they cannot read above a basic level or complete tasks such as filling out a job application or interpreting a simple set of instructions.
Wow!
Even more alarming is that these numbers have not improved in decades.
So who you think that is? Who you think that is?
It's all Jake.
Cause back when I was a kid, you had 3 levels of classes. You had the average class that everybody was else in, Then you had I can't remember what they call them, but the special class where you was really, really smart.
Yeah.
In those accelerated classes. But then you had those
special education,
special ed.
It's big class.
And they necessarily wasn't mentally ill. They were just bad. And the teachers didn't want to deal with them.
Yep.
So they sat you in there, in that class, with a couple of people that had the helmets on.
Oh, my God!
It was like that when I went to school.
Come on now, that ain't changed. Watch this. Hey, put it back up there. Don't get me off. Watch this. Read that.
Top U.S. literacy rate statistics. 14% of U.S. adults can't read. 21% of adults read below a 5th grade level. Number 3, 19% of high school graduates can't read.
Wait a minute. The math ain't mathing. Make that make sense to me. 19% of high school graduates can't read. How the hell you graduated you can't read? Oh, I get it.
Somebody lies.
You could throw a football.
Yep, throw a football.
You could run a 3.840. Mm-hmm. You could dunk a basketball.
Exactly.
In school, they had what they call social promotion, where if a kid did fail, he only could fail one time, and then they'll just take them through the school and let them. It's called social promotion.
Another way of saying, I'm tired of dealing with your bad behind.
Mm-hmm. Right. They just let him go through the grades.
Get him on out of here, because he gonna mess around and hurt somebody.
Right.
Yeah. Let me interject real quick, because I remember when I was in school, they had this thing called No Child Left Behind.
I remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
So that pretty much like that social promotion. That's where that thing came from. No Child Left Behind. So even though the child ain't performing as he should academically, let's not leave it behind. Let him go together with the other group of kids. Mm-hmm. That way he don't be left behind.
Right. Yep.
But that was that kid, the water boy.
But they only did that.
Oh my God!
That's the thing. See, it was our children that it was done to.
Right.
Go back to the list.
Number 4, 43% of adults with low literacy live in poverty. Number 5, 50% of adults with low literacy do not have a job. Number 6, 85% of juvenile offenders have low literacy skills.
So now 85% of juvenile offenders have low literacy skills. They can't read very well. So guess what they gonna do when they get released? Some of them going straight from that juvenile detention center to the prison.
That's right. Yep.
So guess what they gonna do when they get out? Right back. Mm-hmm. Now watch this. Read number 7.
Number 7, 3/4 of state prison inmates did not graduate high school.
Wow! I can't read, so therefore I ain't gonna graduate. What else is there for me to do?
Right.
When all my enemies is doing is pumping dope into my neighborhood.
That's that school to prison pipeline.
Exactly.
School to prison pipeline.
This is why what you see here is the making of fools. They make I'm gonna go to school because my daddy and my mama tell me to go to school. But I ain't, man. You know why I'm going to school? I'm going to school to hang out with my partners and run behind some females.
Right.
I ain't going there to learn nothing. Cause guess what? Watch it. Keep going down. Get off of me. Watch this. Keep going down. Read number 8. Watch this.
Number 8. 2/3 of students who cannot read proficiently by the end of the 4th grade will end up in jail or on welfare.
Damn!
So now, jail, they saying men, welfare, they saying women.
Exactly.
And guess what? And guess why? Because you go into your enemy for your education.
Right.
That's why you can't read once you get past the 4th grade.
Right.
Because in the school, you had one little tantrum or something, and they put the stamp on your file, bad child.
Right. And then they say he got ADHD.
He got ADHD, give him some medicine, give him some dope, keep him dumbed down and stuff.
He be a junkie before he
All,
graduate.
exactly, it's all part of the attack. It's all part of the attack in every aspect and part of your life is what? Social media, wretchedness, degradation of your community, kill, steal, and destroy.
That's right.
I'm a man because I can smash every woman in my neighborhood.
Right.
I'm a man because I bust 4 people's head. I'm the baddest bee in the neighborhood.
Right.
Because why? 'Cause I'm sleeping with Pastor Jenkins.
Like,
Pastor
I'm a whore.
Jenkins paying my rent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm only 14, but that don't mean nothing.
Right.
He keeping my hair done.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man, it's crazy.
Hey, Officer Brooke, real quick. Hey, read that Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Read that again. Because I'm glad you did read this right here. Because I got another precept go right along with it. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein.
So I'll praise that y'all men bringing this out, because as we continue to generate and have kids and after kids, y'all telling your kids, hey, stay in this Bible, because this is what's really going to teach you. This is where you're going to really learn everything at. Because kids, they have questions. And sometimes the kids in school, when you have a question, they don't want to answer you. They won't call on you. Sometimes it gets to a certain age, like I was saying, probably the 3rd or 4th grade, where the young men, they will stop losing interest in school. You would see the pattern that they have. Like young men, they love to go to school. I'm ready to go to school. Like when they first start off going to school and everything, they start to cry and everything. They start to do this, throwing tantrum. I don't want to go to school, but then they find an interest. Like I want to go. They ain't accustomed to it. Now they learning, start to do this, start to do that. But then it comes to a time like that 3rd or 4th grade, they start to lose interest. Why is that? Now you gotta seek in and know why. So then they like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to learn.
Right.
So for our kids, we got to tell them, like, why do I have to learn? I don't want to do this. Go to 1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse, I think it's 14.
Yeah, bring it out. Because Officer Ferry, what you were saying, I remember some time ago, Bishop Yawasop brought that out, the Book of Our Fathers. It's called the Conspiracy Against Young Black Boys.
Right.
And it went on that psychological breakdown.
That video, yeah.
When by the time the 3rd grade, the kids making straight A's.
Oh, yeah.
And from the 4th and 5th, his grades fall, his lack of interest. I remember Bishop Yawasop brought that whole psychology thing out. What you saying? That thing still go on today.
Right. Sure do.
Yeah, because my mother, she used to tell me, because I have a bunch of brothers. I have a bunch of, she said for just about every single one of them, like when they got to that period of between 3rd or 4th grade, they all like, I don't want to go to school. But my father was like, no, you're learning. You getting out this house. But read this. Read that real quick. 13, it's verse 13, not 14.
Yes, sir. The book of 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13.
Bring it out.
For they that have used the office of a deacon.
First Timothy 4 and 13.
4:13. Okay. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 13.
Bring it out.
Till I come, give attendance to reading.
He said, do what?
Give attendance to reading.
So the young prophets, the young daughters, as they come in, guess what they're reading? They're reading every single day. And it's very important, because the Bible, if the words up here, it's going to constantly repeat itself, keep the commandments, do this, do that.
Right.
They're learning these things. To where now some brothers that come in, you've been in study circle, some brothers don't even know the words. Right. Guess what? One of them little young prophets, they gonna tell and teach them their words. Because why? They've been learning for a long time. They've been learning the laws of things, what not to do, things to do. They know all these things. Right. But up in these schools, kids are not learning these things. Kids want to drop out. Right. So the same situation is for our kids when they go into the school system and everything. No, they are learning. Right. But that's all I want to preach.
Hey, all praise. And see, this is the thing. Because back when school, they had what? Home economics.
Yeah.
Right. You had welding. You
Trades.
had you had trades.
Construction.
You had stuff that taught you how to, one, take care of your family, and then it taught the young sisters how to take care of the house.
Yeah.
But not today. They don't do
that
it.
out.
Hey, watch it. Hey, put that article up that y'all just put up. Watch this, man. This is just a trip. This is an op-ed. This is somebody's opinion, but in this they have a lot of this. It's really good. Read that.
Many of America's black youths cannot read or do math, and that imperils us all.
Wow! All right, go scroll down to that highlighted section. Read that.
According to the National Assessment of Education Progress, NAEP, a sector of the U.S. Department of Education.
So wait a minute. This is the U.S. Department of Education. That controls what? What kind of textbooks we have.
Exactly.
The time we go to school.
Exactly.
The
curriculum.
Curriculum. That's my guy. Perfect word. That's what I want. The curriculum that's taught to our children. Read that. That highlighted part.
84% of black students lack proficiency in mathematics, and 85% of black students lack proficiency in reading skills.
Damn. So now, okay, also you can correct me if I'm wrong. Mathematics is the basics or the introduction into engineering, correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
So if you ain't proficient in mathematics, you can't figure out how to build nothing.
Right. That's right.
You can't figure out really how to put nothing together.
Right.
And now, 85% of black students lack proficiency in reading skills.
Right.
That the Most High tell us what? Give attention to reading.
Exactly.
To give attention to reading, and you are blessed if you read.
That's right.
And he also tell us, you know what, let's get it. Let's get 1 Timothy 2:15. He say, study to show thyself approved.
That's right.
Not to me, not to Officer Caz, not to Officer Caleb, not to Officer Ferez, not to Officer Huguenon, not to Cap, not to Bishop, not to Deacon, but to who? Read that.
The book of 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God.
Unto who?
Unto God.
Unto who?
Unto God.
Unto God. Right. You ain't got to prove nothing to me.
That's right.
I can't open the gates of the kingdom to you. Can't no man or no radio show open the kingdom to you. God gonna be the one. That's why you gotta read. That's why you gotta study. That's why you gotta keep these commandments. Because guess what? The enemy wants you to be up in that school full of fools.
That's right.
The enemy wants you to be the latest TikTok trend.
Right.
The enemy wants you to be the latest hip hop star.
Right.
That go from manly man to womanly, effeminate man.
Bring it out.
That's what the enemy wants you to do. So this the thing. Man, y'all better take heed.
Exactly.
Y'all better take heed to what's going on these radio shows. What the bishop is bringing out on the Sabbath. What the mighty men of the Most High God is bringing out on the weekly classes. Right. You better take heed to this word. Right. Because we in the end times, man. Y'all, man, play if you
It's
want.
an evil world we live in.
Sure.
You got something else?
Yeah, let me bring something.
Bring it out.
Yeah, because look, another thing we got to look at, and I'm old school, so this is always on my mind because a lot of people were not fortunate to have their father in the house.
Right.
And that is an issue. And our enemy knew that was an issue.
Yep.
Right.
He made that an issue.
Right.
He made sure that happened. and that happened. But what I want to do is I want to go to Sirach 30, and I'm gonna start at verse 12, because this is what we got. This is what a lot of our parents today have got to open up to. Because if we didn't really get it, we're not gonna think to carry it on.
That's right.
But I'm old school, and I got it. You know, my father and my mother, all praise to the Most High, were there together, and my father was nothing to play with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's why. And he didn't even know the Bible.
Right.
He wasn't teaching us the Bible, but he was teaching us something.
He was teaching
watch
us
this
good
right
morals.
here. Yeah, watch this. He was doing this right here. I don't know where he got it from, but now when I started reading it in his Bible, I said, "Wait a minute, that's exactly what he was doing." Right. And he didn't know the Bible. Nor did I know it. We didn't know the Bible, but we knew this right here. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 12.
Come on.
Bow down his neck while he is young.
While he is young. Bow down his neck while he is young. Believe me, we got our necks bowed down. Read.
That's right.
And beat him on the side.
Beat the hell out of him. Now, when I say beat the hell out of him, listen, pay attention. When I say beat the hell out of him, I'm not talking about physically abuse him. Right. I'm going to show you what I mean, because we got a lot of hell in us. Our children got a lot of hell in us, and we got to beat the hell out of them, because that's the only way they're going to get the kingdom. The hell is going to have to be out.
Right, the hell got to be out.
Come on, read on. Read on. Come on.
Bring it out.
And beat him on the sides while he is a child.
So it shows you where to beat him, on his side.
Right.
You're not going to be hitting him in his face and his chest and upside his head. But get on his sides and beat the hell out of him. Read.
Right. Lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee.
That's right. Now he got a gun in your face.
Right.
Damn.
He got a gun in your face because you didn't beat the hell out of him.
Bring it out.
Now, I see a lot of our children, even in IUIC today, in the schools, ripping and running. Sometimes they even swinging on one another. Right. You know, what the Bible say about that? Striking? We're not going to be striking.
Don't be a striker.
Sometimes we see the kids striking. If I see them striking, I stop them from striking. But a lot of times I see them striking on one another. Nobody say a word. We can't do that. We got to stop them. And if they won't stop it, what we got to do? We got to beat the hell out of them. Right. Read on.
On the sides. On the sides.
Right. Hey, we got to get away from that. You know, not wanting to. We think we hurt them. You're not hurting them. You're going to beat the hell out of them.
Hey, let me say this. On his thighs. His, you know, because some people say his side may think it's rib, brother. Right. Walk around here with broken rib. His thighs, his thighs and his butt,
below his waist.
Yeah, there you go.
Below his waist. But you can beat the hell out of him right there.
Yeah, get it.
Come on, is there more on that?
Yes.
Read.
And so bring sorrow to thine heart. Chastise thy son. And hold him to labor.
Hold him to labor. We had things to do. You know, that was true. I was the baby boy in the house, and I had to keep the yard cut every week. I had to make sure the garbage went out on time and brought back in.
No, ain't no sad music on this.
Don't need no sad music right here. This is real. This is real. You gotta hold them to labor. You can't let them lay in the bed as long as they want to lay in the bed. Get up. There's some things to do. That's what's wrong with us. Too much idle time. And that's what leads us to so much sin, because of idle time. We know this. All right, read on. Was that it?
No, sir.
Come on.
Chastise thy son and hold him to labor. Lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee.
All right, go to Titus right quick. Titus 2 and 3. Titus 2 and 6. Yeah, start at 3. Start at 3. Yes. Because listen, because this is what I mean by beating the hell out of them. This is how you beat the hell out of them. This is another way. Come on, read this.
The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
Now I want you to jump down to 4. Watch this.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober.
Teach the young women to be sober, not to drink too much. If they have a social drink, that's fine, not to be getting drunk. Read.
To love their husband.
Love their husband, because they got to be taught that. They don't know how to do that. Read.
To love their children.
Love their children. They don't know how to do that. They proving it to us. They proving it to us on a daily basis in the news. Read.
To be discreet. Chaste. Keepers at home.
Keepers at home. They're not staying at home. They're in the streets, leaving the kids with grandmama.
Right.
Now grandmama taking them to the Sabbath, and they keeping the laws, and then when they go back with their parents, they keeping Christmas. Confusing the children. The scriptures is against that.
That's right.
Come on, read.
Good. Obedient to their own husband.
Obedient to their own husband. Go ahead.
That the word of God be not blasphemed.
Right.
Young men.
Now we're on the men. Come on.
Likewise. Exhort to be sober-minded.
You got to exhort to be sober-minded. Come on.
In all things. Showing thyself a pattern of good works.
Showing a pattern of good works. That's what we got to do. We got to show our children a pattern of God's laws. Right. We got to be keeping His laws. Yeah. Right? Go ahead, officer.
You can keep reading. Keep
I was just
reading.
about to say,
Okay,
keep
okay,
reading.
come on, keep it going.
In all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works and doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity.
So wait a minute. Go back. Showing uncorruptness. So guess what? So Drake can't corrupt me. Beyonce can't corrupt me.
That's right.
Kendrick Lamar can't corrupt me.
That's right.
Rick Ross, Young NBA, Boosie, whoever the hell, Taylor Swift can't corrupt me.
Oh my God!
With those videos, that music, and all this stuff. Watch this. Read on.
Verse 8, sound speech.
Wait a minute. Sound speech. Read on.
That cannot be condemned.
So wait a minute. If I'm at school, I'm speaking with what? Sound speech. Right. If I'm out the presence of my parents and I've been taught correctly according to these scriptures, I'm speaking with what? Sound speech. And guess what? Another thing, I ain't talking a lot. I'm not having conversations with grown folks.
That's right.
Cause when we was coming up, they used to tell us what? Hey, get out of grown folks' business.
That's right.
Right.
Go outside with them kids.
Right. Yeah, now they ask them a question like they in the conversation
Man,
with them.
look, it's a video right now of a dude driving in his truck.
Yeah, I seen that.
He calls his young daughter, and she disrespects the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
That goes into you can't make your child not be a fool.
Right.
Scripture tells us foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. But you can teach your child not to be a fool and to not do foolish things once they grow up.
That's right.
And that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. You know, because the enemy, man, if y'all ain't getting it, bro, we under attack.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They love it when your child look, ask yourself, amongst black folks, take away the athletes, who are the highest paid in our people? Who are the highest paid amongst us? The foolish comedians. The entertainers.
Yep.
Yeah. The ones that shucking and jiving, dancing with them.
Court justice.
The court justice, exactly. How do you think Diddy was able to do what he was doing? They allowed him to do it.
Right. Exactly.
They allowed him. They say, you know what, wait, no, yeah, we gave some money. But wait a minute. I saw some bank statements, and it looked like they sent some money to some people they shouldn't have been sending money to.
Right.
You know, we gotta check Kendrick. Kendrick over there talking about he ain't black no more. No, we still need you to be a nigga.
Exactly.
Right.
No, we still need you to be jet black. We need you to be crusted black.
Damn.
So let's rein him in. Cause he over there talking about Israelites and all that stuff there. No.
Right.
Next thing you know, what? Kendrick disappeared for a little while.
He sure did.
And brought out an album, the total opposite.
Came out. Right. Because
back.
see, that's the thing. Deuteronomy 28:48, we gonna go to them for everything.
Right.
So it was something, man, that I way back when, I can't remember who said it, but they said, you know what? You think Shaq is rich? Well, what about the man that signs Shaq's checks?
Right.
Because he ain't just paying Shaq. He paying a whole damn basketball team.
Right.
So guess what? If he tells Shaq, go jump and fetch.
So basically, Shaq is an employee.
Exactly.
He got a W-2.
Exactly. Employee for forever.
Damn.
So you got something?
Yeah, I got something.
Bring
Go
it
to 1 Timothy 4:12 real quick. Because at the end of the day, we got to start to love our kids. We got to start to teach them well. Officer Kids, he broke that down masterfully when he was talking about as far as how you supposed to discipline your kids.
Kids better act right.
Right. I was a kid going to get them.
Exactly.
I'm going to show you what happened to him. After you do that,
Go
I'm going
ahead.
to show you what's going to happen to your children if you ain't teaching them right.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 12.
Read out.
Let no man despise thy youth.
So we don't supposed to despise our youth. Read.
But be thou an example of the believers.
So we got to start to be an example to the believers. Read.
In word.
In word. So when you're around your kids or whatnot, you got to start to watch what you say around your kids. Kids are like sponges when it comes to gaining knowledge. They listen. Your kid will hear something you didn't said 3 years ago, and I said that because they remember that over the whole time, or you probably said something that you probably should have said to them, and it hurt their feelings, and all of a sudden you wondering years later why they act like that. It's because of what you told them years ago. You know what I'm saying? We got to start to watch what we say to our kids, Rick.
In conversation.
In conversation, Rick.
In charity.
In
spirit. In faith. And purity.
All praises. So in order for you to raise righteous kids, you got to be a righteous example.
That's right.
Absolutely. So all praise to the Most High.
All praise. All right, play this next video because this is the result, and this is the enemy's real goal when it comes to having schools full of fools. Play that.
A Clark County District substitute teacher who was arrested for allegedly fighting with a student Thursday was released without bail after appearing in court. 27-year-old Raquan Smith was booked into the Clark County Detention Center on charges related to battery with substantial bodily harm. CCSD says Smith was hired in November of last year and was working at Valley High School. The district issued a statement saying that the school does not tolerate violence of any kind.
Hey,
the district also...
Stop it right now. Look at that picture. Y'all see that brother walking there? That's a pretty big brother. That's a pretty big brother.
Yeah.
He wasn't no little dude.
That's a student or the teacher?
No, that's the teacher.
That's the teacher. Oh, okay.
That's the teacher. Yeah. Now, mind you, it said he was charged with substantial bodily harm. He beat the hell out of that kid.
He beat
now, mind you, what did that kid say or do? Because most of the time, I ain't gonna say. I'm not saying this. When I was in school, my teacher ain't just pick on me like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was bad. I talk back. You know what I'm saying? I was out there. Wow! But I'm going to say this. For a teacher to get up and fight on you, it's because you done really done something. Yeah. You see all these videos, teachers be sitting there, they go back and forth, they talking, but they not getting up, running up on nobody.
These kids different now.
Yeah. And these kids, they'll bring it out you. They'll bring it out you for real.
Yeah, but you got to know
and what done happen is, now you see, he done.
Yeah,
he can't get a job nowhere.
Yeah,
he probably on his way to prison. And now this battered kid is scarred for life.
Right.
This battered kid, even though he was a monster already, he really about to be a beast.
Right.
Whoever he jumped on, you know, and I really pray that he ain't jump on no little Edomite.
Oh no! Hey, he wouldn't have got out of
jail.
He
wouldn't be walking.
Right.
He'll be over with. And then you think about it. He's only 27 years old.
Damn.
Life gone.
Young man. Yeah. Young man. Ain't too long out of college himself.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't taught right.
He wasn't taught right. And see, that's the thing. If we teaching our children correctly, keeping these commandments on their mind, curing them with the word of God, they not talking back to their teacher.
Right.
Now, they might mumble, but he ain't going to hear it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's foolishness. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. And let's, read that again for the people in Proverbs 22. What's that, 15 or 16? 15 or 16, wasn't it? Because guess what? That means it's a schoolhouse full of fools.
Right.
Full of foolish children. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 15.
Read it out.
Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him.
So now that brother probably thought he was driving that foolishness out of him by beating the hell out of him. But now he done.
Yeah,
he done.
He can throw that education certificate.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's
he can
over.
throw that in the guy.
Well, he should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because regardless of, in a situation like that, he's got to know that you can have that child removed. Right. If that child is doing or saying something that bad, you can have that child removed.
Right.
You can have that nowadays. You know what they got in the schools. You know, put your hands on the children. I know back when we were coming up,
paddling.
They would give us. They would take us outside and put a paddling on us, and we'd be right for the rest of the day.
And the paddle got holes.
And I didn't really see anything wrong with that because that worked.
That corporal punishment.
That worked. But now they've taken that away now to where now the kids can be all whatever they want to say, and then these parents that are not taught the laws of God, they go in there and teach. And they can't handle when a child gets out of order. They know that nowadays children are out of order. So you got to have that child removed. You want your job, you better have that child removed.
Not all the fools in the school are children.
Right.
Like I say, that brother at 27, the other teacher dude that was doing with the hair thing, he's younger than him. I want to say that brother in his early 20s.
Just got out of college.
Yeah, fresh out. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing. A lot of these young teachers that are this age, they going down with the wrong mind frame because they think, oh, I'm finna go ahead and make a bunch of friends.
Right.
And then you going in there with these little damn monsters who either want to fight you or smash you.
Right.
I had to catch myself. I almost said it. I ain't going to say it.
You're right.
Slamming hams.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like I say, schools are fools.
Right.
Because that's, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey,
I see it. I see it in y'all. Go, bring it on out.
Now, would you just what you said going with you? Hey, get Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 20. Read that real quick. Going in exactly what you just said.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20.
Bring it out.
He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
So if you walk with wise men, the one that have knowledge, even if you just outside of the keeping of the commandments, you're walking with wise men in your field of study. They guiding you the right way. You walking with wise men shall be what?
Shall be wise.
You're going to be wise. But read.
But a companion of fools.
A companion of fools
shall be destroyed.
You're going to be destroyed. So those teachers, that's what they wasn't taught wisely. They were taught by foolish people. So now when they get in that field of study, they don't know how to, conduct themselves the right way. Because now I'm pretty sure they wise say, look, I didn't have this growing up. You don't want to have this. You don't want to have that. You don't want to do this. You want to do that. So now you get up in that school, you're not following those instructions. Guess what? You are already in the midst of children who are mine is foolish already.
Throw the hell
and
out.
you're a fool. Guess what? You're in a companion. You're in a school full of what? Fools.
Right. We'll say you're going to be breaking news. Hoping you get released without bail.
Exactly.
Damn, what I'm going to do now, man? Maybe I can get on at that garbage truck, man. I was,
Yeah, right.
Maybe they might let me change some tires or something.
Damn.
Go to the restaurant, get the dishes,
wash the dishes.
Be a bus boy.
Hey, man,
God damn.
But that's the thing, man. We got to get back to these commandments. That's it. That's the bottom line, man. If you ain't out there teaching your child these laws, statutes, and commandments,
You stupid.
you failing your child. If you, as a grown person, ain't out there keeping these commandments, you a fool.
He need to leave that dope alone.
Now watch this. We're going to give you one more example of, I'm going to give you two more. Put that King Von video up. Watch this. You wonder why he was the way he was? Watch this.
School at 13. And King Von was the type of person to bring a pole to school at 13 for. That's what me and Herb was talking about. He was like, he knew it was real when Von walked up to him in school. He was like, boy, you know them niggas in here. He had flashed the pole or something. He was like, Herb knew every day from there it was up. He was like, oh, we bringing guns to school? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's on now. He's like, every day from there, everybody brought guns to school.
Oh, man.
And he was like, Von was the one to start that off. Because he was like, you know them niggas in here, boy, and then flash his gun. He was like, what the fuck? So, this what we doing? He's like, everybody went and got poles the next day. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, Von, that type of person, he always wanted to be a trendsetter, but it was like, he finally able to be a trendsetter.
Right there. He was a trendsetter of death,
right?
Of foolishness, of wickedness, of damn foolishness.
Evil.
Somebody just beat the hell out of him. Exactly. Going on
Exactly.
Wow.
That's why he in the grave.
That's
right
why
now.
he where he at.
He dead right now.
Because you know what? Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. My people they never had a problem with me getting into a fight. You know, my mama told me don't be out there fighting. You know, she didn't encourage me to get into a fight.
But to defend yourself.
But if I came home and they say, hey man, I had a fight. Right. Boy, what you out there fighting for? She wanted to hear the story. Right. I didn't get no whooping for getting into the fight. Because she seen me, oh, you okay? Right. Did you win?
Oh man!
You know, it's and now my mom. I'm not saying my mama no angel. I seen my mama do some wild stuff back in the day. Finish him. But my point is this: it's stuff like that nowadays. These fools, children, they're gonna be fights. Right. I'm like, if you sit here and say, "Oh, ain't nobody ever gonna have no fight," no, the scriptures tell us don't be a striker. Don't go out there starting mess. Mm-hmm. But it happens. Right. But see, nowadays you got people like King Von that been pushing this. 13 years old, what you need a gun for?
Right.
Exactly. Who you what you need a gun for? Is that but that's the mindset. It's a sad mindset, a foolish mindset. Now look at it. What Vaughn was like 25, 26, something like that.
I don't even think he was that. But King Von, he was from a place called O Block out there in Chicago or whatnot. That area, man, it's basically it ain't don't nobody need to be standing there.
Man, you know what? Hold on, man. You know what? O Block was just the most recent thing. Because at one time they were talking about how dangerous New Orleans was. Right. At one time they were talking about how dangerous Houston was. Right. Yep. But O Block was just the most recent thing. Right. It was the hot fad at the moment. Right. Why? Next year it'll be another. It'll be Detroit or Maryland or Baltimore some damn well.
But he was a product of his environment. At the age of 13, where you get a gun from? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm pretty sure they got them things. They probably got a pawn shop in the projects.
Oh man, they got pawn shop.
Where they giving them away $2 for $1.
You don't find that suspicious?
So now we got this other video. Watch these kids talking to their mama.
Why do you feel like I'm a single mother?
I mean, you pretty, but you fuss too much.
Well, I guess you gonna be a single mother too then.
I ain't gonna be no single mother like mama.
God damn! What's wrong with being a single mother?
What? I ain't finna mess around with no 3 kids.
Okay, why do you think I'm a single mom?
Because you work for free.
I work for free.
Wow!
I work
for free. What kind of work she do?
Hey, them children saying something.
I say, man, kids see everything.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. What kind of conversation you having around your children?
Right.
What are them children being exposed to? And then you can see how the little girl was turning. I ain't gonna,
Mm-hmm. Can I get a script off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go to Isaiah 3:5. Go to Isaiah 3:5 because that child couldn't have been no more than I say 7, 8, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't none of them kids over 11 years old.
That kid sound like an adult, man. So that goes to show she's been around some conversations she shouldn't have.
A bunch of foolish conversations.
The Lord was speaking to those children.
Right.
It's up to her to listen. That's what was happening.
That's when I said you work for free. We all know what that means.
Yeah.
That first girl was right too.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 5.
Bring it out.
And the people shall be oppressed every one by another.
Mm-hmm. So that's what's going to happen to our people because we don't keep the God's law, statutes, and commandments. We're going to start to oppress one another. Like the last article we seen with King Von them carrying guns in the school at 13 or whatnot. What do you think they was doing with those? They was oppressing one another. Read.
And every one by his neighbor.
Uh-huh.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
So that's what we've been seeing all through these articles. The child been behaving proudly against the ancient, Reed.
And the base against the honorable.
So that's what you've been seeing with these children behaving themselves proudly against the ancient or whatnot. Disrespect, just total disrespect against their elders or whatnot. So, yeah.
So all praise the Most High. That's why we got schools full of fools.
Right.
That's right.
Like you say, the young children being disrespectful to their elders, being foolish, and then the elders responding foolishly by beating the hell out of them and fighting them and laying with them and all that old crazy stuff.
Right.
So damn. So all praise, man. I pray that this class edified y'all. But so, go ahead and put the
credentials.
The credentials, yes, sir. Thank you.
Want to send donations. Send donations to Israel United in Christ. P.O. Box 13601, Jackson, Mississippi 39236. Or via PayPal, IUIC.jacksonms@israelunite.org.
So all praises, man. So to my right, I got
Officer Zacchaeus.
To my left,
Officer Ferris.
To my far right,
Officer Hukanai.
To my far left,
Officer Caleb.
We are the crew of Cure the
Culture.
Oh, wow, Jerusalem, trying down. Only way to say to colonize mine. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Oh my God, make my Bible come alive. So my people start to finally realize that it's time for the cure. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Worldwide, prophets turning upside down, going live. Babylon is on fire, cause it's time for the cure.
We in the business of building prescriptions to pass the bone. Got a Christian that's vaccinated, that's sedated, but we out here giving the antidote. Got a cure for your deadly disease and STDs. Have a dose. We was built for the battle. Just pass me the scalpel and we can go under the microscope. Our approach is full of finesse. By the science, he under duress. Heart is beating, just look at his chest. Cardiac, he under arrest. My people, they needing that medicine. They sleeping, they needing the sedatives. Seize a bowl to ease the pain. I need some more hope. Just a coat, we'll do it like this. Arm bands on the wrist, cut the sin like a cyst. And my God in the midst, put the scripts in the mix. Twofold like a Twix and switch to the lips. But it's bitter to the belly, all in and it's heavy. Clean cuts, no machete. Cure, come and get ready. Hold on.
Oh, wow, Jerusalem, trying down. Only way to say to colonize mine. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Oh my God, make my Bible come alive. So my people start to finally realize that it's time for the cure. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Yeah, it's time for the cure. Worldwide, prophets turning upside down, going live. Babylon is on fire, cause it's time for the cure.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word